Hey guys, today I'm gonna be showing you DupeWatch. It's my new plugin I made. It's a plugin that detects any dupes on your server, and it's really efficient for performance, memory usage, and all that. Let's say you want to detect if someone is duping diamond blocks, right? So you'll start by typing /DWs, and then this is the main menu. You can go back, you can reload, you can scan a specific player. You can see all of your cases here. I'll show you later the cases and such. This is the settings. You can increase the scanning interval, alert cooldowns, and the max nested depth. All of these settings are explained in the config. I'm probably gonna make a proper wiki website later, but right now it's all explained in the config file. So you want to stop players from duping, so what do you do? You go to the watch list here, and then first of all, hold the item you want to stop from being duped. So basically, you do this, you hold it, go to the watch list, click here. So you can change the scope here. So where do you want the plugin to watch out for? Usually I just put it on inventory plus ender plus shulkers plus everywhere. So that includes pouches, or I'm not sure what they're called. The one you can put like small stuff in it. I'll put a photo right now. But yeah, like shulkers and like all your inventory and stuff like that. So I put it on everywhere, and then this is threshold. So basically how many blocks for it to trigger a flag and alert the staff. I would change this based on your server needs. For example, anyone, I believe anyone can get like 100 blocks of diamonds. It's really not that hard, but yeah, for our case, I'm gonna decrease it to 30. If anyone has like 30 blocks of diamond, and that includes their shulkers, their inventory, and their ender chest, and their and those pouches I told you about. So yeah, this is the information. That's the fingerprint. That's what we use in our plugin to detect certain items. It's like this is like a hash code that we basically generate based on the items you input. For example, if you inputted a block of diamond, we're gonna take its values, like its name, its lore, its type, its components, all that stuff. We take it and we generate a hash from it, and that makes the plugin like detect the items much faster. And after you configured all your stuff here, you can basically just click on this emerald here, create, and your rule will be added. So since I have like a lot of shulkers with a lot of the diamond blocks, I should wait a couple of seconds and it should show up in chat. Oh, here you go. Okay, so DupeWatch flagged me for 40, almost 50,000 blocks of diamonds, and the limit was 30, like we put. It created a case now. This is the case ID, as you can see. You can click on it to view the case, but we're not gonna do that. First, I'm gonna show you something that you need to watch out for. After you create a rule, there's a lot more options you can change. So go to the watch list, same place, left click, and you can run commands if you want to enable it. This is gonna be changed in the config file, not from here. You can confiscate, so if you want this to be confiscated or upon detection, you can set a webhook, so you connect your Discord webhook and it will send the messages in whatever channel you want. You can log it. This should be always on, because otherwise it's just useless. And this is the fingerprint that we use. Alert staff is on, threshold, and stuff like that. And the severity here, you can change the severity from high, low, and mid. Usually I put this on mid because I don't know, it doesn't really do anything. It's just for your staff to know that something expensive got duped and you need to watch out for. And you can rename it here, and then you can just save it. That's it. So I got flagged, right? So what do I do now? How do we get to the case? So you go here. You go to cases, and you will see here all the players. Since we saw 5FraudX got detected, I can just do this, left click, 5FraudX, that's me. Then I can see all the cases for 5FraudX. But I can see 5 hard X here just fine. So I just click on him, and here I see that the case is active. It's created on August 9th, 2025. So I right click on it. I can open the player's inventory. As you can see, I can move stuff. Ooh, that's trippy. Anyway, I can teleport to the player. I can export the case to a JSON file if you wanna, I don't know, read it yourself. You can confiscate the items, so this will go through all the items in their inventory, ender chests, shulkers, pouches, whatever it might be, and take them all, only if they're detected. For example, the netherite ingot is not in our watch list, so those will not be removed. So let me actually show you. So you see here, let me show you again. All of these shulker boxes, they all have the exact same thing. I just copied it and pasted it in my inventory. So I go here, cases, confiscate items, confirm. And you saw also from my inventory it got removed. It says successfully confiscated 50,000 items. That's the diamond blocks. And if we open all these shulker boxes again, I can show you guys that it has been in fact removed. Yes. I had a ton more in here, and you can see it's only netherite ingots. After you confiscate the items, you can add notes. For example, this player is special. Don't ban him, for example. And as you can see, it added it to the notes. There's also a heartbeat system. So basically, if we detect a player multiple times, it will just add it to the notes here. It wouldn't keep flagging it for the same exact thing, because that would be just a waste of resources, and it will probably lag the server. So instead, they just get added to notes. Let's say I want to manually scan the player. I'm a staff member, right? So I should be able to manually scan the player if I think they're suspicious. So I click scan here, then I click on this player, and it will instantly flag me in chat, as you can see, for the rule we made earlier. And you can click on this message, and yeah, and you can do all the stuff. There's also a debug off and on button. If there's an issue, like if there's a specific issue that you could not fix, you should enable this. Send me the console debug logs, and it will be way easier for me to figure out what's the problem. And also, there's a license system. This will be given to you after your purchase. So make sure to join the Discord after you buy the plugin and just open a ticket. I'll try my best to answer as fast as possible. Yeah. Also, we have a config upgrade system. If we update the plugin and we change like a ton of stuff here, right? We add a ton of stuff, we remove a ton of stuff. You as the user don't have to do anything. You don't have to edit your config. You don't have to do any changes. All your information will be saved, like your webhook, everything you see here will be saved. And the plugin will automatically add whatever is missing or whatever is not missing. I'll show you quickly what each thing does. This is how fast the plugin checks for inventories. This is the cooldown between scans for the same player. For example, if it scanned me and flagged me for something, for one thing, for example for diamonds, but then I had another watch rule that said that if he has above 10 netherite ingots, you should flag them. It will first wait 120 seconds and then flag me for this. So first this, then 120 seconds, then this. Ignore creative player. This by default set to true. It's best to keep it like this since there will be a lot of false. You can decrease this and like set it to like 500, because this basically checks every. This is how many items it scans. So every time. So we also have more optimization stuff. I call this dirty bit system. This basically makes a hash of your inventory every time it scans it, and it saves it in memory. So for the next time, if that hash doesn't change on the next scan, it will completely ignore your inventory, and it doesn't have to do any scans at all. So it doesn't have to go into every shulker box or whatever it might be. Sample fraction is basically, this means 10% of players who look clean, so basically no suspicious activity flagged, will still get randomly checked each cycle. Why do you say we have this exactly? I mean, even if you're using the dirty bit system here, because this has like a lot of auto stuff that it does. It marks players as dirty, and it makes sure to heavily scan them, not only once. So if someone is suspicious, it will heavily scan them. If we do that for every single player, then the server will lag. So only suspicious players will get heavily scanned. The others will be a light scan every time. So what does this mean exactly? This means that even if this fails, this bit, it will randomly scan 10% of the legit players heavily. So this just makes sure that no one can dupe on the server. Of course, you can increase this to like 50, but that means that 50% of the legit players will get heavily scanned randomly, and that's not good for performance. So I kept it at 10% just because 10% is a lot. You can also configure this on like every how many seconds you want it, the only dirty system to check the players. This is basically how many scans you want this second. So right now it's 5 because that's more than enough. Here you can add your Discord, you can add your webhook URL here. This is all the webhook information, messages. Let's say you have a lot of players, you don't want Discord to ban you or ban your webhook. This basically sets a rate to it, like a rate limiter. So yeah, this is case management, how many cases you want, like I showed you here. These are the cases. So how many files, so how many flags you want to be stored in memory. These are all the performance stuff you can tweak to your liking. Like I said, based on your CPU and RAM, change this. These are the alerts, so notification to servers. You should only enable this if you have like actually unique items. Here's a little explanation because this gets confusing all the time. Unique items, items that carry a serial number / ID in their data. Item with UUID tags in persistent data container. Items with a serial number that should never repeat. Items with a pre-instance identifier. Do not enable this if you have like a crates plugin, MMO items, enchanted items, custom named items. These all are handled by the fingerprint system. So yeah. And there's more explanation here to how to configure it and set it up. So yeah, that's it with the config. Here's the messages, simple, nothing to change. Here's the state. This we use to save some stuff of inventories and their fingerprints, hash, whatever it might be. Just save it here for quick access. This is the watch list. This is your rules. And yeah, that was DupeWatch. Thank you for watching. If you like the plugin, please support me and buy it. And yeah, that was it.